Good evening again, my friends. Welcome back to trial number 4 in the ding dong bing bong universe. It is a very good evening because we will find out the killer of Mekamaru. And I have a hunch I know who it is. Based on a few things, but mainly because someone is freaking out. No, I believe I know who it is. I know exactly who it is, but we have to not just know who did it, but how he done it. So let's see, do we have our skill set? We got our skill set. Let's, oh, we gotta set them again. Let's begin.
Let's begin with a simple explanation of the class trial. During the class trial, you will present your arguments for who the killer is and vote for who done it.
Nikon has a cross.
If you vote correctly, then only the blackened will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong person, I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and that person will earn the right to leave this island. I'm sure you guys are starving by now, but let's get revved up and raring to go! Whoever survives will be treated to a fancy lunch. Guess what? Rabbit curry is on the menu!
No, not the curry!
Huh? I'm not the main ingredient, right?
I'm here today because Coach Nekomaru risked his life to protect me. I'm going to be the one who avenges him. I'll definitely find out who the killer is.
I would be amazed if she did.
I'm definitely not tempted by curry. Got it!
Akane, you seem to have an impressive amount of drool flowing from your mouth.
Hey, why don't we try going over the incident? We weren't able to leave Strawberry House, so I want to make sure we get a detailed understanding.
I discovered Nekomaru's body a little before 7 a.m. I headed over to Great Tower from Monokuma Taichi and found the body there. Hajime and Chiaki were also with me.
Hajime was with Miss Sonia and Chiaki that early in the morning? Don't tell me you three were together since last night!
Yeah, that's right, Soda. What are you gonna do about it, you bitch?
Imbecile! I am not some woman with flexible legs.
Of course you're not. You're much classier than that.
With legs like those, I could probably do the splits real easy.
We just happened to run into each other.
Well, she's the ultimate gymnast. I bet Akane could do that.
And then, the three of us discovered Nekomaru's body.
The body discovery announcement was made soon after. Akane heard that and rushed over.
We heard the body discovery announcement too, from Strawberry House, obviously. As I recall, we found out the elevator was out of order, which left us stuck.
So we decided to go to the tower for the time being and headed for Strawberry Hall. But someone even broke Strawberry Hall's door button. We couldn't go anywhere because of that.
Thinking we should at least find some method to communicate, we set our sights on the lounge telephone.
Forget these boring intros. Let's talk about the killer. Anyway, it's definitely someone from Strawberry House.
Are you sure about that?
What do you mean, definitely?
There's no way a chick would kill someone so cruelly. So it must be one of you Strawberry House dudes. One of you better hurry up and confess, or I'll break all of you in half!
I thought she was gonna...
You're the cruelest one here!
Now, enough with the lovers.
Stay focused, Akane, please.
We need to think about this seriously. We don't have the luxury of discussing irrelevant things.
Gummy wummy dummy, ooh ooh.
Questions.
The incident notwithstanding, I also have many questions.
Then let's start with something even Miss Sonia can understand. The weapon.
Whoa, Soda. Really? Oh, here it comes.
Well, the weapon is obvious, right?
Do it again! 3 times!
What the heck, you guys? The weapon. You can totally tell just by looking.
Huh?
The only thing at the crime scene that looked like a weapon was probably the mallet, but the mallet was clean. It was the pillar. Tipped over pillar fragments, broken doorknob, wire, oil on the floor.
I guess we should figure out the weapon first. The weapon was right there at the scene of the crime.
That pillar, huh?
No, the hammer. The killer used that hammer and beat the crap out of him.
That one. Huh? No, that's wrong!
No, I can't accept that that hammer was the murder weapon.
Why not? Why can't you accept it?
It's clean, you dingus.
A lot of oil was flowing from Nekomaru's body, just like human blood, right? If the hammer was used to beat Nekomaru, you'd expect some oil to be on it at least.
But that hammer was clean. So that's why you can't accept that it's the murder weapon.
Well, yeah, but the killer might have wiped off the oil later.
Why?
Well, obviously, to make the hammer look like it's not the murder weapon.
Then why bother cleaning the oil? If they didn't want it to look suspicious, they would have discarded the hammer.
You're pretty insightful, baby gangsta.
Baby gangsta? Me?
Just so y'all know, I was trying to test you guys. I thought, maybe you guys mistook the hammer for the weapon or something.
What do you mean, baby gangster?
Seems that was a waste of time.
Then what was the real weapon used to murder Nekomaru?
The pillar.
That's the problem. There wasn't anything else at the crime scene that looked like a potential weapon.
Then, how about we look at it from a different angle? If it doesn't have oil on it, it's not the weapon. So whatever has oil on it must be the weapon, right?
The actual weapon has oil on it, but if it's something the crime scene that was used, it was the hammer.
I see! The only thing with oil on it is that broken pillar.
Then that pillar is the weapon. Coach Nekomaru got clobbered with that pillar.
Nobody could withstand a blow from that pillar. Even if you used 100% of your muscle strength, it would be impossible to wield it as a weapon.
Ever using 100%.
Why?
We tried to move it, right?
It's no use, it's barely budging.
Yeah, that pillar was pretty freaking heavy. But there's one dude who could have lifted that pillar.
Huh? Who
Yeah,
are you
Hajime didn't try shit, he was just standing there.
Coach Nekomaru's robot body. With that dude's super strength, lifting a pillar would be real easy.
So, he lifted the pillar, and then what? Did he use it to beat himself?
Yup. Yeah, what's up, Dario?
You mean Nekomaru killed himself?
Don't be stupid.
I gotta shit! I can't live if I can't shit!
Then even if Nekomaru could have lifted that pillar, it has nothing to do with the case at all.
Well, I guess you're right.
What the heck?
It does bother me a little. That word suicide. Oh, you know what? I bet you know who learned about the murder, so he set up this murder to look like a suicide.
Huh?
No, that shouldn't matter. There's no way Nekomaru would commit suicide.
But that's a problem. If it's not the pillar, then there's no other weapon we can think of.
You know who? I know who. I know who. He's got 4 little guys with him. He's got a muffler. He's got a deep voice. He's got dragon hellhound earrings. His name? Gundam Tanaka! He's guilty!
There may be a way to use the pillar as a weapon without lifting it.
Huh? For reals?
Yes, for reals.
I know it's him. I know it's him. It's definitely him. Just based on him walking out, because he had the deluxe room that's completely soundproof, but he came walking out when that clock was ringing, saying that he heard it from his room.
I see. So my gut was right after all. All right, it's up to you, Sonia. Prove that pillar was the murder weapon.
Understood.
That's all
Then
it
I shall
took.
give it my all. Sonia, here I go.
You got it, Sonia. You get it. Get it, girl. Boop, bap, boop, bap, boop, bap, boop, bap.
Goodnight button oil on the floor, tipped over pillar, chain, pillar fragment, broken doorknob, wire, goodnight button. Okay.
There's no need to lift that pillar.
Yeah, Sonia's pretty cool.
Was not lifted. Beating him with it is beyond a dream.
Get it, Sonia.
What about tipping the pillar over? They aimed right for his head and bullseye.
Even I could probably tip it over. Considering the pillar's weight, it probably exerted a ton of force.
Sonia, you go, girl. I'm getting hella excited.
Hella. Killer murdered Nekomaru by tipping over the pillar. Is that really it?
There's no need to lift that pillar.
If the pillar was not lifted, beating him with it is beyond a dream.
What about tipping the pillar over?
That one. I consent. Wait. No, that's wrong.
If Nekomaru was
Because
crushed by
the
pillar,
fragments were under him.
there should have been fragments on top of his body.
Huh?
I misspoke.
Fragments?
The pillar fragments were scattered beneath Nekomaru's body, but there weren't any on top of his body. If the pillar had been tipped over and crushed, the fragments should have been on top of his body instead.
I briefly considered that too, but it's probably not what happened.
I see. That was entirely my bad.
If they didn't tip it over,
Taters!
then how did the killer murder Nekomaru with that pillar?
How much longer are you gonna focus on the pillar? Just let it go already.
There's no way I can let it go. I'm positive that Nekomaru was killed by that pillar.
Why are you so certain about that?
I just have a feeling.
A feeling, huh? That's just your instincts.
But we can't say for sure that that instinct is wrong, can we?
Huh?
There's another way to use that pillar to kill. You guys just haven't noticed it.
Roll it over on him.
Is that true?
Then I shall ask you, what way is that?
You guys, same as usual.
Oh, Nagito, you're just such a turd.
You're unable to clear a path to the future with your own powers, so you just stand there and falter. What a waste of talent. And you all intend to fight the Future Foundation? You make me laugh. What did you say? Regardless, it's not like I want to die with the rest of you. So I guess I should lend a hand.
Hey, Nagito, what the hell happened to you? How come you're not talking like a lunatic anymore?
I've learned a valuable lesson. Ignorance is by far the greatest shame.
Huh? What do you mean?
I don't see why people like him either so far.
Who cares? Just tell us how the pillar was used to
I
kill.
mean, you could like him because he's a big butthole.
Well, first of all, the pillar itself is not enough. But when combined with a specific item, there's a way it could be possible.
A specific item?
Of course, the ultimate weapon.
Ultimate weapon?
Nani?
Isn't that the thing you get when you clear the final dead room?
So, Nagito knows what the ultimate weapon is?
Of course I know, but I'm pretty sure everyone else has seen it, you know?
We've seen it?
That's right. You've seen it clearly. Because I, the one who has claimed dominion over evil, am the ultimate weapon.
Oh, yeah, really?
I am he who cuts the insolent catalyst which flows out from the chaos with the sword of victory.
What's up, Wolf?
It's only fitting that I deserve to be
Thank you,
called
Skaven.
the ultimate weapon.
No, you are far greater than the ultimate weapon, since you wield your 4 dark daggers of destruction.
You know what? You know, I bet you Sonya and Gundam. They're together. Well, we'll see after what happens after this trial then, huh?
I see.
I don't know why, but I'm unliking this.
Miss Sonia, but I'm your #1 simp!
Cut the bullshit and say it clearly. What is the ultimate weapon?
In order to clarify that, we first need to solve the secret of the funhouse.
Huh? The secret of the funhouse?
You still don't realize it? Jeez, get it together. You're supposed to be the symbols of hope, aren't you?
Oh yeah, that's right. Bros before hoes, dude. Yeah, we share underwear together, dude. Yeah, dude. That's why I got, dude, I got your underwear right here, bro. Wait a second, you don't really have underwear, but, you know, I got it. Yeah, bro. Can you say the same thing, Sonya? I got Gundam's underwear. What's up, dude? What's up, dude? Yeah, that's what I thought. Back up. Yo, back up. Back up. Go on, back up.
I forgot. Except for Hajime, of course.
Yes, except for Hajime. He's just a reserve student. Remember, guys? Let's all laugh at him.
Except for Hajime?
If we make it out of this, I'll explain it to you guys.
No, let's talk about it now, Hajime.
Anyway, we must first clarify the secret of the funhouse, right? Then I think it must have something to do with the structure of the funhouse. Strawberry House leads to Strawberry Tower, and Grape House leads to Grape Tower. But in actuality, they are both the same building, and both houses are linked to the central tower.
That's probably not true at all.
It is undeniable that such a sweet building structure is the secret of the funhouse.
Man, not only does that make perfect sense, but Miss Sonia's beautiful voice is just so soothing.
Faux show! I shall leave this matter to your discretion.
Yeah, I like her. She was kind of like, you know, she's just around, but I like her. The two houses are connected to the tower in the middle. I thought that at first too, but I ended up finding proof that completely contradicts that. She's precious. She doesn't know she's cringy. Broken door, strange feeling wire, goodnight button. Strange feeling?
In truth, Strawberry Tower and Grape Tower are actually the exact same place.
So that's the secret of the funhouse.
Is that really it?
It's weird to say they're both the same place. I mean, the walls are different colors. And the designs on the floor are also different.
We've already settled this problem. Give it 10 years before you argue with Miss Sonia.
This whole time we've been thinking the two towers are the same building, but if that was the only mystery, there's no way Nagito would mention it here.
In truth, Strawberry Tower and Grape Tower are actually the exact same place.
No, that's wrong!
No, that's wrong.
Both of those towers, are they really the same place?
Why are you asking that now? Do you harbor a grudge because my kingdom destroyed your homeland?
Wait, what?
Hajime, I won't tolerate any sort of rebellion.
Wait, what?
I mean, doesn't it seem strange?
That kind of... Wait, what? Maybe that was just a general statement.
When we went to Great Tower from Great Hall, Nekomaru's body was in front of the door to Strawberry Hall. But when we went to Strawberry Tower from Strawberry Hall, his body was in front of the door to Grape Hall.
It's probably some kind of trick, like the floor rotating 180 degrees or something. If it is, then see? That means it could have passed through the exact same place, right?
And so then what? Do you seriously think such a simple answer is the correct answer?
Does that mean he's wrong?
Oops, I guess I've said too much.
If the floor didn't rotate,
Damn,
then
Nagito,
now
you're
we
so
need to think about
cool.
the structure of the building again.
Bow down.
Whoa! Whoa! Oh! Whoa, wait!
Then how about this? Somebody moved Nekomaru's body.
While we were moving from Great Tower to
Oh, my
Strawberry
queen!
Tower,
I'll do anything for you.
we should have all been together during that time. Even if they tried to move the body inside the tower.
Then Monokuma did it. While we were moving, Monokuma quickly moved things around.
Why would he do that?
But Nekomaru's body wasn't the only thing moved. Are you saying the broken pillar was moved too?
If it is too heavy to carry, let them roll it. Just like if there is no bread, let them eat cake.
Uh-oh. We all know where that went. Wire, oil. Oil on the floor. Oil! Oil! Is the oil on the
There are
floor?
many different ways.
Oh, wait, hang on.
The body in the pillar could have been moved. The pillar could have been rolled. And Nekomaru could have been moved piece by piece. I decree it was Monokuma's doing.
Moving the body and the pillar in such a short time.
Wait, how do I swing my sword? Why? Okay.
That might be hard even for Monokuma, don't you think?
It seems you have forgotten. Monokuma is surprisingly strong, wielding the power of the futuristic Robo-Bear, the pillar, the body,
There it is!
crime scene.
Allow me to cut through those words.
Moving the body and the pillar is possible, but it would have been impossible to move the oil on the floor. When the position of Nekomaru's body and the pillar changed, the oil surrounding his body moved too. Physically moving all of the oil like that is simply not possible, no matter how you look at it.
Then it's impossible to think it was moved.
Bow down to me.
I am terribly sorry. I cannot believe I got so fired up.
It's all right. A fired up Miss Sonia is awesome to watch.
I was about to say it's okay, but then here comes Soda.
No, it's not. No, it's their fault.
So what really happened? Does that mean the two towers aren't the same building?
We can't be certain of that either. Not when the experiment involving the handbook I left on the tower floor was a complete success.
Yeah, the
I actually-
handbook was still there.
I like
That's
Nagito
why
more
we
than
thought
Soda.
The two towers were the same building.
That's his whole personality, is that he simps. He wants to oogle. And he simps. That's all I got out of his character so far. Oh, and he's good at mechanical stuff. But that hardly comes into play at all. All it is him being a simp.
If they're not the same building or two different buildings, then what are they?
I mean, if we had, like, I guess more of a character development for him, I'd feel better. But, nah. Maybe he'll develop later. We'll see.
No idea, huh?
This mystery ties into the secret of the funhouse. But we don't have enough clues to solve the mystery. I like Ibuki, but she's dead. So I guess I gotta like my gamer girl. Because she likes apples. I like games. It's all good. It's all good in the hood. Sonia's pretty good too. Wait, what?
Hey, Nagito.
Ibuki was my favorite, and she's dead.
I thought it would come to this. I knew my turn was coming up. Fine. I'll tell you guys a big hint that can help you solve the secret of the funhouse.
I guess I'll help you guys live.
Give us the answer, not a friggin' hint.
I know, I have elevated my thinking status to beyond that of a gamer. The true patrician's choice. It's in the Cat Girl, who's also a death metal singer.
But then it wouldn't mean anything. I need you guys to do this class trial properly. It's also important for me because it will help me determine something.
It's a shame she choked and got caught hanging around. Determine. Is he talking about the traitor? If so, why did Nagito say that all of a sudden? I don't remember. I don't know. I kind of phased out Nagito as I'm talking about Ibuki. Did something happen to him?
How do we know your hint is any good? It's suspicious that you're the only one who knows it.
At least her... At least she got elevated to new heights.
I have a good reason for that. The reason I'm the only one who knows it is because I was the only one who performed the appropriate action.
He performed the appropriate action in order to learn the secret. Could he be talking about the life-threatening game? Monokuma Tai Chi, of course.
I see. You're talking about the final dead room, right? You cleared the life-threatening game there and found something, didn't you?
That's right. The hint is what I saw after I cleared it. In the depths of the final
Oh, yeah, that's right. Hyoko was dead too.
a hidden room surrounded by concrete.
I got stabbed. I'm sorry. I mean, it's unfortunate that she's also dead, because I would like to do that voice some more. Hey, you know, you're such pig barf, you know? But, that's unfortunate.
And there, a small conspicuous window waiting, all by itself. From that window, I saw some very strange scenery.
Strange scenery?
Instead of explaining it, it might be faster just to show you. At an opportune time, I found a perfect camera in the final dead room.
You took a picture?
Yep.
Nagito grinned creepily as he retrieved a small digital camera from his inner pocket.
See? This is it.
And as he said that, he showed us a peculiar picture.
Let me explain it to you again. I took this picture on the first floor of Strawberry House, from the secret room within the final dead room. But don't you think it's weird? If the funhouse's structure is what you guys have been thinking, then there's lots of things that don't make sense in this picture, right?
Sure. Lots of things that shouldn't make sense in this picture.
Then let's begin. Shall I call it thinking time?
Thinking time! Oh, put on your thinking caps, everyone! We gotta think! Ow!
What doesn't make sense in this picture? The sky? Oh, I guess that's it.
If the structure of the funhouse is what we thought it was, Grape House and Strawberry House should link to the tower in the middle, which means if you're viewing the tower from Strawberry House, you should see Grape House behind it. But in this photo, I don't see anything behind the tower. No shadow, no shape, no Grape House at all.
I see. And is that it?
No! Nagito said there's lots of things that don't make sense in this photo, which means there are other contradictions contained in it. The tower has 2 layers to it! I'm gonna say, somewhere right down here! Ah!
You said this photo was taken from the hidden room inside the final dead room, right? If that's the case, then that means it should have been taken from the first floor of Strawberry House.
But it's actually not!
Yeah, it should have been.
Then this is definitely strange.
It's like the 50th floor or something!
This photo doesn't look like it was taken from the first floor. The angles suggest it was taken from higher up.
That's right. Good call.
I feel like I'm pretty good at this game. The only hard parts I have are the sword
Contained in
game.
this photo. The first floor of Strawberry House is located in a high area, And Grape House is not behind the tower.
I've already deduced who the killer is, but we got to go through all this and prove who the killer was, so...
Are you saying that Grape House is merely an illusion spell cast by Monokuma's cursed eye?
It's got a cursed eye.
From this point on, do your own thinking. Now that you've finally met the same requirements as me, if you guys are truly symbols of hope, you can easily solve a simple mystery like this.
Oh yeah, let's do it, baby.
It might be possible for Hajime to solve it too, even though he's just a normal high school student.
Ooh, scathing remarks.
Despite the fact that you don't have a real talent, you already know about the other clue.
Ooh, Nagito, shooting out the bullet.
The other clue... He just ignores it. Is he talking about that one time? Hello there, Hajime.
Huh, Nagito.
I showed up. You showed up. How'd you even come here? I teleported.
You're referring to when you suddenly appeared on the second floor of Grape House, right?
I'm asking you just to be safe. At the time, where do you think I came from?
The top floor, right?
Such sharp eyes. Should have realized it already.
Top floor. So the third floor?
But the Monokuma archive should be the only room on the third floor of Grape House.
Say gummy wummy.
Gummy wummy.
What does it mean?
Was that thing just now another hint to figuring out the mystery behind the funhouse's structure? The reason Nagito appeared from the third floor? Using the photo he took, it might be able to find the answer if I just think about it. Alright, let's do this.
I gotta dive deep into my logic drive. Oh wait, logic dive. Alright, gamer face.
How do I jump? Okay, wait, hang on. Okay, there we go. Got it. Okay, yeah.
I'm ready. I gotta go fast. I gotta think fast. Yeah.
Just imagine like Hajime is just like as he's thinking. Gamer time. Okay, here we go. Question 1. Do Strawberry House and Grape House both exist? Yeah, they exist. Of course they exist. Oh! Question 2. Are Strawberry House and Grape House the same building or different buildings? Same building.
Aye. Gotta go fast. Hoo-yah! No! I was thinking too fast. My brain collapsed. I can't push the button. Too fast. I can't think very well anymore. My brain.
How are Strawberry House and Grape House positioned with each other? They're vertically. No, my IQ. No, I'm losing it. I'm so smart and sexy. I know.
It's all coming together. Got it. I know the secret of the funhouse.
Then let me hear it. What kind of answer will you give, I wonder?
Flexing on Nagito. Loving it.
In the picture Nagito took from Strawberry House, I didn't see Grape House at all. So where did Grape House go? There is only one possibility. It was in a position where it couldn't be seen from Strawberry House. Which means Strawberry House and Grape House are in the same building, but on different floors.
Same building, different floors?
Then the two houses aren't two different 3-story buildings. They're actually one 6-story building?
If you think about it like that, Based on Nagito's picture, it's clear where Strawberry House is located.
Where is Strawberry House located? Floors above.
I see. On top of Grape House. That's where Strawberry House is located.
Yeah.
Because of that, the photo taken from the first floor of Strawberry House was at a high angle. Altogether, this means the first floor of Strawberry House is also the fourth floor above Grape House.
I'm too smart! I know I got that big brain power.
I never expected that the two houses were connected vertically.
Oh, snap.
But what about the shape of the building? The two houses were completely different shapes.
Strawberry House is 4-sided, and Grape House is 6-sided, right?
It never occurred to us that they were the same building because it was structured with two different shapes. A quadrilateral and a hexagon, overlaid atop each other to misdirect how we would perceive them. And it worked, didn't it?
This makes sense.
Disregarding the tower, we fully believe the two houses were two separate, distinct buildings.
In order to conceal the unique design of the funhouse, Monokuma put us to sleep so we couldn't look at the outside of the building when he brought us to it.
You've just been Kuma'd!
Well, hang on a second. I don't like where this is going.
You've been Kuma'd! I Kuma'd all over you!
Don't you think a building full of so many surprises totally deserves to be called a fun house?
It's true? The building was really like that?
That's right! Those two houses exist on different floors in the same building!
Whoa!
Constructing a building like that on your own without my knowledge? How horrible!
Then what about the towers? Are they arranged vertically just like the houses?
Yeah, Strawberry Tower and Grape Tower should have also been different floors inside the same building. Just like Strawberry House was on top of Grape House. Strawberry Tower was also on top of Grape Tower.
However, if they're different floors within the same building, why was Nekomaru's body in both places?
Because it raised up and went down and rotated as it came up or came down.
Aw, your precious hammies don't know? But it's so simple. Alrighty then. I'll be the one who solves this mystery in a flash. Please watch me, Miss Sonia.
Oh, this should be good.
Oh, I see. Do whatever you like.
Oh, definitely make her watch me. I'm gonna stand out till she notices me.
I tier 3 sub to you, Sonia! Please! Please say my name!
Broken doorknob, strange feeling.
I'm gonna solve this mystery in a flash.
And hurry up, dumbass!
Wire, goodnight button, tripped over pillar,
One of the bodies in
chain,
one of the towers
broken doorknob,
was actually a dummy.
strange oh, he's stupid.
You mean a fake body?
Nekomaru died with a mechanical body.
Strange
It should be
feeling.
possible to construct a dummy from spare parts.
You're magnificent, Gundam!
No fair! You totally stole my spotlight.
So which one was the fake body?
No, let's keep going with that.
Shut up! Just pick one of them.
I like Gundam's answer. The dummy Nekomaru is funny. This doesn't mean the killer prepared in advance. Nah.
I'm gonna solve this mystery in a flash.
And hurry up, dumbass!
One of the bodies
What is the
in
white
one of
noise?
the towers
Golly, you're hamsters.
was actually a dummy.
Our dummies tasty are quite.
You mean a fake body?
Listen to me, please listen.
Nekomaru died with a mechanical body.
Silence Gundam is speaking.
It should be possible to construct a dummy from
Why is it
spare
always
parts.
where are the parts taken?
You're magnificent, Gundam!
No fair! You totally stole my spotlight.
Starting to feel bad for him. I'm not even standing
so
out.
which one was the fake body?
I just wanted to read those.
Just pick one
Oh, he's
of them.
crying. Wow, that is not cool. I'm thinking strange feeling and dummy.
I'm
gonna solve this mystery in a flash. And hurry up, dumbass.
One of the bodies in one of the towers was actually a dummy.
No, that's wrong.
No, that's wrong.
Nekomaru's body wasn't a dummy. That can be proven by Kazuichi's account.
Me?
Remember? When we moved from Grape Tower to Strawberry Tower, we thought the body had moved. And that's when you said,
The parts that I carefully arranged when I disassembled the body all moved too.
right up until that moment, you were disassembling Nekomaru's body at Grape Tower, right? The killer couldn't have known how you'd take apart his body, so they couldn't have built a dummy.
Unless Kazuichi was the one who built the dummy, then it would be a different story.
Oh, she's going hard. Yo, Soda, she don't like you, dude.
Miss Sonia, that's a pretty harsh joke. You are joking, right?
It's all right. Kazuichi is not the killer. If he was, he wouldn't have fixed the elevator or the button in Strawberry Hall. It'd be much more convenient for the killer if it stayed broken.
I see. That is disappointing.
Holy crap, dude! When you simp so hard, she wishes you were dead. Sonia says it's disappointing that Kazuichi wasn't the killer. Yeah.
I'm even more disappointed.
However, even if Nekomaru's body wasn't a dummy, it's meaningless if we don't have the important answer.
The reason Nekomaru's body was in both towers, even though it was supposed to be on different floors.
Maybe it was simply moved?
The body moved to a different floor?
You can't think of a device like that? A device that moves things to different floors in the same building?
An elevator? Oh god, don't tell me I gotta spell out elevator. Elevator. Oh damn it, I have to do it. Elephant, no, elevate, elevator. I gotta get that elevator going on here. There you go. Put that over there. Put that right there. Put that right there. Yeah. Elevator. Oh, elevator. That was a quick one. Elephant the elephant. Watch him blow.
You must be talking about an
Elevator.
What? Are you saying Nekomaru's body was transported using an elevator?
No.
What the hell is this elevator anyway?
It's the tower itself. The inside of the tower.
Wow,
is one big
Kazuichi,
elevator.
that's pretty good for someone that's not an ultimate.
I'm just waiting for Nagito to chime in.
That's pretty good for someone who's stupid.
So whether you enter from Strawberry Hall or Grape Hall, it all leads to the same room, right?
So that's why we could only enter it from one side or the other.
Now that you mention it, sometimes when I pressed the door button, it took a while for it to open.
I see. We were basically waiting for the room to arrive, just like an elevator.
Please hold on. If the inside of the whole tower ascends and descends like an elevator, then why is there a picture of a strawberry on the far back door when you enter from Grape Tower?
It's fake.
find a picture of a grape on the far back door when you enter from Strawberry Tower.
If the room just moves up and down like an elevator, there's no reason for the doors to change.
Plus, after the incident, the far back door in Grape Tower had chains wrapped around it, right? But when we entered Strawberry Tower, those chains were gone.
Not just that, but if I remember correctly, even the doorknob was broken off.
There are too many strange things. Was that tower really an elevator?
I don't think Gundam knew it was an elevator.
When you see people and things, make sure you focus on the good parts instead of the bad.
What did you say?
So, let's put aside what's changed and focus our attention on what hasn't.
Why do we have to do that?
It's fine. Come on. What does everything that hasn't changed have in common?
The things that didn't change when we moved between the two towers. That includes the body, the pillar, and the oil we've been talking about and stuff for a while now. There shouldn't be anything strange about them, not even the fact that they all move with the elevator. The one thing they all have in common is they were all huge, they were heavy, they were Nekomaru's parts, they were all on the floor.
I see.
Is it safe to say that all the items on the floor didn't change?
And?
And?
Why did the picture on the far back door change? If you can figure that out, you'll have the answer.
Go on, Hajime, tell us! Tell us, Hajime, use that reserved school brain of yours. Try to school these ultimates who have an ultimate ability, unlike Hajime.
The reason is because that elevator has something unique about it.
There's no ceiling, you can only enter one side at a time. It's an enormous circle, only the floor moves. Only the floor moves.
I see.
It's a big circle!
That's it. The elevator was designed so only the floor moved.
Only the floor moved?
Which means the whole room wasn't an elevator, only the floor was. That's why we saw different doors in each tower. Which means on the first floor of Grape Tower, the door on the far back wall had a strawberry design. And on the fourth floor, which was Strawberry Tower, a different door on the far back wall had a grape design.
Then, where do the different floors lead?
I want to say they lead outside, but they're probably just for show.
Aha!
Just for show. Why was something like that necessary?
No, Aoi, best girl. Sorry. It goes Aoi, Ibuki, that's as far as I've gotten.
So we'd falsely believe that the doors were connected to where their picture signified.
Oh wait, Sakura. Aoi, Sakura, Ibuki.
It was actually very effective. Because of that, we totally misunderstood the building's structure.
I don't get it. But I guess it means whoever designed this building had a totally twisted personality.
Did you hear that, Monami?
Don't blame this on me. Take responsibility for yourself.
Then I'll take responsibility and gently caress you.
Caress you, caress.
Swooning! Whoa!
There's no way that's gonna happen. Stop with the tasteless jokes.
By the way, what does the chain on the far back door in Grape Tower mean?
It was probably wrapped there by the killer to keep us as far from Strawberry Tower as possible.
Why?
Because of that chain. You guys thought you couldn't enter there, right?
Hey, hold on.
Even if you do repair the button, what's gonna happen to the chain on the other side of the door? Chain? Chain wrapped around the doorknob. Even if you fix the button, the Strawberry Hall side, the door won't open as long as that chain is there.
Huh. You don't need to worry about that.
The killer destroyed the Strawberry Hall button, so we'd stay away from Strawberry Tower. Everything, was done to tamper with the evidence so we wouldn't find out about the secret of the funhouse. The appearance of a body in the tower would contradict what we thought we knew about the building. In that situation, if we'd gone to Strawberry Tower, we'd have seen that contradiction firsthand. And using that as a clue, we might have discovered the truth. The truth that the two houses and the two towers are actually one complete vertical building. The killer wanted to keep us from learning that. That's why they made us stay away from Strawberry Tower.
They destroyed the button and wrapped a chain around the door just for that?
Would it really have inconvenienced the killer if we learned the true structure of the building?
It would have been a major inconvenience. After all, this funhouse is strongly connected to the ultimate weapon that killed Nekomaru.
Hold on. You're progressing much too quickly. There's still a contradiction concerning the building structure.
What a pain. It's fine already.
Gundam, please proceed.
You said earlier that Strawberry House.
I love
are connected
Soda getting
vertically,
dunked on.
Right. If so, how does the contact elevator supposedly transport us from one house to the other?
Now that you mention it, I completely forgot about that matter.
If that elevator moves vertically, then when your back is facing the elevator, both towers should be on the same side. But does this reflect reality? Inside Great House, Great Hall is on your right when your back is to the elevator. And inside Strawberry House, Strawberry Hall is on your left when your back is to the elevator. Which means the houses are on exact opposite sides of the tower. Answer me, fiend! What does this mean?
What does this mean?
I agree, what does this mean? If the two houses are connected vertically, the position of the tower should be the same in both houses. But in fact, when my back was facing the elevator in the Great House, the tower was on my right. And when my back was facing the elevator in Strawberry House, the tower was on my left. How can I break through this contradiction? Akane's, Fuyuhiko's, Contact, Nagito's, Kazuichi's. Oh my god, there's a lot of accounts I gotta look through. Hang on. Hang on. Kazuichi's account. Apparently the compass's needle spun 180 degrees. That's the one right there. The elevator rotates.
The elevator should move.
Vertically, not horizontally.
However, at both houses, if the contact elevator is behind you, the towers are in opposite directions.
Which means your reasoning
It's clearly contradictory.
They've become a comedy
What's with
duel.
this iron curtain of teamwork?
Because they're perfectly suited for each other, Soda. Is that a problem? So Gundam and Sony have matching arguments. It sounds like it makes sense, but is that really correct?
if the two houses are connected.
Hang on. Let me use a simp to butt in real quick.
Vertically, not horizontally.
No, that's wrong!
No, that's wrong. The elevator wasn't just moving vertically. Isn't that right, Kazuichi?
Huh? Me?
Come on. You used the elevator while you were holding that compass Nagito gave you, right?
Oh, that. Yeah, it was pretty strange. From start to finish, somehow the compass needle rotated 180 degrees.
Rotated 180 degrees?
Meaning, as the elevator moved between the two houses, it also rotated 180 degrees.
I like how the screen rotated as well.
It was probably following the building's perimeter as it rotated to the other side. Which means the exit would be on the opposite side once you arrived at the other house, right?
Damn, Monokuma, you're so smart!
And thanks to that, the tower we saw on our right side when we arrived at Grape House appeared on our left side when we were at Strawberry House.
It was moving real slow.
Rotates while it moves. Is that even possible? It's like something from an amusement park.
We were on an amusement park.
Well, a funhouse is an amusement park attraction, you know. And since the building doesn't really need to be structurally practical, it makes for some splendid fun.
Who cares if it falls down? As long as we're having fun.
That's not splendid at all. You're inhuman.
You say I'm inhuman, but I'm just a bear. So I was never human to begin with. I'm different from these lowly humans.
So we're done with the secret of the funhouse, right? Then let's start talking about the important stuff.
When are we gonna get food?
What's the ultimate weapon that killed Nekomaru? And how'd they combine it with the pillar?
Huh? You still don't know what the ultimate weapon is yet? It's what I found at the Octagon, you know.
It's gotta be free transport between the two buildings.
What is the Octagon? I haven't heard about that yet.
Oh my... I can't believe I have to explain that now.
Oh my god, I can't believe you guys never saw it. Why don't you go play Russian roulette? Then you'll find it.
As long as you know what an octagon means, you can solve this simple mystery easily.
Eight-sided shape. Oh god, I actually have to say it's an 8-sided shape. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? It's obviously 4 sides. Plus another 4.
I see.
If I recall, an octagon is a shape with 8 sides, right?
Very good, Hajime. No wonder you're in high school.
I didn't expect you to know that. You're a substitute reserve course student. You're quite knowledgeable. I guess I should continue listening. Where is the place befitting of the name Octagon?
UFC. Wait a second. The place benefiting the name Octagon. It's probably. Is it right here?
Here! You're talking about the secret room surrounded by concrete in the depths of the
Very
final
good,
dead
you
room.
stupid child.
Why is that place the Octagon?
You know how the 4-sided strawberry house is on top of the 6-sided grape house? If you cut a 4-sided shape out of a 6-sided one, you get 8 edges. It becomes an 8-sided shape.
That's basically the gist of it. The true identity of the Octagon is that secret room in the depths of the final dead room. In actuality, that place contained various weapons.
Then the ultimate weapon was there too?
That's a little different. I learned the true identity of the ultimate weapon at the Octagon.
Learned?
The true identity of the ultimate weapon is the funhouse. Which means the killer used the building structure as their weapon and killed Nekomaru.
Hey, I got it right.
Like me, the killer probably realized the secret of the funhouse from the scenery. And then thought of a way to kill making use of the building structure.
The funhouse itself is the weapon. So they killed using the building structure?
What if they killed inside the Octagon? Then what? Like, they took someone with them to the Octagon, they killed them in the Octagon, and then they just left. Who's gonna find it?
That's why the killer tried to keep us from learning the mystery of the building. But more importantly, using the building itself as a weapon? Such a spectacular crime. It truly deserves to be called the ultimate weapon.
I mean, if they're desperate enough, they'll do it. The funhouse is the true identity of the ultimate weapon. What does this mean? How did the killer use that to murder Nekomaru? And who is the killer? Who did that? Find out next time on DanganRonpa Part V.
Well, hello there! I thought of a new bad word to call Monami.
I can already tell I won't be pleased by this.
Then let me say it right away. I'm already used to insults and slander.
Oh wait, I'm already used to insults and slander. There's no way I'll get hurt by a mere word.
Monami is a serious Stefatli.
That's much more straightforward than I expected. Stefatli, huh?
Tisk, tisk, tisk. That's not it. That's not it at all. Stupid, fat, and ugly. The perfect jet stream attack. Incorporating all three of these would be, ta-da! Stefatli.
Yo, what? There's a fat hidden in there.
Okay, everyone, all together now. Monami is a serious Stefatli.
All right, everyone. Be sure to call Monami Stefatli. All right, there she is. I need to see Stefatli in chat right now. No, Tiny, that's wrong.
I'm trying to force myself to be more energetic, or else my mental state won't be able to keep up. My heart's thumping like crazy. I might as well have a laid-back, so what attitude and go ahead with high energy.
Stefatli.
But be careful that your batteries don't run out for various reasons.
Shut up, Stefatli bunny.
And just like I say each time, don't forget to save frequently.
Don't tell me what to do.
I never expected the funhouse itself to be the ultimate weapon.
Oh well, let's just press on ahead.
Well, it's all right. It's not Usami. It's Monami. So it's okay.
Is it really all right to accept a situation so easily?
I mean, that's not what's important. The thing that's really important is
Hey, Digger Wolf.
the killer who used the building structure. Like, who's Nekomaru's murderer?
But is it really okay to believe the building is the weapon? Nagito said it, you know.
There's no way I'd lie at such an important moment. I don't want to die either.
What happened to the bastard who kept saying how much they didn't mind dying?
He's right. There was a time when I thought I could become a stepping stone for your hopes, but I will sincerely retract that remark.
Whoa.
Retract?
I'm disappointed too, you know. If this was a murder for the sake of hope, I'd happily sacrifice myself.
You say such falsehoods, per usual. There is no such thing as murder for the sake of hope. Murder is simply murder.
Then why'd you do it, Gundam? Why'd you do it? Moon, why did he do it?
Forcibly sacrificing others for one's own desires. Even one as diabolical as I would avoid such actions.
I see.
It's fine. Let's just leave him alone and find out who killed Coach Nekomaru as fast as we can. Just so you know, it's not like I'm getting hungry or anything, you know.
Akane, you were drooling waterfalls?
Nagito, as usual, I can't tell what he's thinking. I have no idea if he's serious or not.
Anyway, if the killer used the building structure, why don't we think about how they used it?
How they killed Nekomaru.
It might be better if we clarify the cause of death first, don't you think?
Nekomaru's cause of death, huh? Yo! Whoa! What if they pushed him off when the elevator was at the bottom floor and they pushed him off when it was up at the top floor? Just pushed him. And that's how he died. He hit the pillar on the way down. Ha ha ha! He was horribly damaged, as if he was beaten senseless with a blunt object. But if he was beaten with a blunt object, he would be a kill that utilized the building's structure. So what was Nekomaru's cause of death that also used dead battery? Falling! Yeah, right there! Boom! Got it!
I see. That's it. I think he might have died from falling.
Died from falling?
If the funhouse's secret is that it's a structure where both towers and houses are vertically connected, then the killer made use of its height and caused Nekomaru to die from falling.
Are you saying they pushed him off? Where'd they push him off from?
That I don't know yet.
Don't just make things up when you don't know the method.
They pushed him off a strawberry down the grape.
Where in that building would you even be able to push someone off in the first place?
It might be possible in the tower. You could push him off the 4th floor when the elevator is on the 1st floor.
Exactly.
Did you forget how the elevator functions? When it's on the 1st floor, the door on the 4th floor won't open.
Saying he died from falling is truly incorrect. You should burn in the flames of hell.
All right, Gundam, how'd you kill him?
But my gut is going crazy right now.
If Nekomaru died from falling, where did the killer shove Nekomaru from? If I'm going to reach the truth behind this incident, I need to solve that mystery next. Goodnight button, Akane's account, Fuyuhiko's contact, broken door, strange feeling in tower, goodnight button.
When the elevator is on the 1st floor, you can't go through the door on the 4th floor.
It'd be impossible to shove off the victim from up there.
Then, how about this? After locking Nekomaru inside the elevator, they moved the elevator from the 4th floor to the 1st floor and made use of the drop.
Hold on. Did you forget the elevator has a sensor? As long as there's a moving object inside, the other door won't open. Which means the elevator wouldn't have moved either.
That must be.
Seriously, let Chiaki speak. Looks like it's all up to me, as usual.
On the 1st floor, you can't go through the door.
It'd be impossible to shove off the victim.
Then, how about this? After locking Nekomaru inside the elevator, they moved the elevator from the 4th floor to the 1st floor and made use of the drop.
Hold on. Did you forget the elevator has a sensor? As long as there's a moving object
That one.
inside.
That's wrong!
That sensor should only work if something is moving. If Nekomaru wasn't
Brain
moving,
blasted!
the elevator sensor wouldn't have detected anything.
Could it be his sleep mode?
So they probably tied him up. They put him to sleep. They tied him up. They hung him from whatever top floor. Yo! They hung him from the door handle, and then the door handle broke off, causing him to plunge down and hit the pillar and die. That's why there was the broken handle, because that's what they used to tie him. And then that broke off.
When Nekomaru's goodnight button is pressed, all of his functions shut down, and he enters sleep mode. If he's in sleep mode, the elevator sensor wouldn't have noticed him, right?
I see. So that's how...
The handle lasted long enough because that's how he died.
However, even if they moved the elevator in that manner, Nekomaru would have just moved along with it. There would have been no drop for him to fall and die from. Yes?
That's what I was about to explain before Kazuichi interrupted me.
Yeah.
Silence, pest!
Oh!
Now you're calling me a pest?
Yeah, shut up, pest!
A way to create the drop inside the elevator while Nekomaru is still in it. Chiaki seems to have an idea, but what could they be? Like I said, they used a wire, tied it to the doorknob. Yeah, wire. Wire.
If you arrange it a certain way, you can cause the drop within the elevator.
So you're telling us all to think about the arrangement, right?
That arrangement is... The hammer is suspicious.
Isn't it about time we went over the pillar again?
What about the oil on the floor?
The doorknob on the floor seems suspicious.
Doorknob. I consent
I agree with that.
with Fuyuhiko.
Didn't the doorknob have scrape marks on it? That might have been where it got scraped by the wire.
Is that the same wire that was tied around Nekomaru?
The tip of that wire was tied into a loop. If the elevator moved while that loop part hung from the doorknob...
If they did something like that, he would have been suspended in midair.
That's right. He was suspended in midair.
Huh?
The killer tied up Nekomaru with the wire while he was in sleep mode. Tied the tip of the wire into a knot and hung it on the doorknob to the 4th floor.
Got it.
With that, they moved the elevator from the 4th floor to the 1st floor.
Got it.
And suspended Nekomaru in midair.
That's right! He was so well hung! Kinda like...
Wait, why is Monokuma saying we're right?
You better not finish that sentence!
The killer took advantage of the elevator's unique feature. Only the floor moves. By doing that, they created a drop so Nekomaru could fall to his death.
Too easy.
Get out of here, you simp!
So what if they created a drop? There's no way you can make him fall and die with just that. Why? If Nekomaru is suspended in midair like that, then how do you get him to fall? Because if he's suspended in midair, he won't die if he doesn't actually fall.
You bring up a good point, though. But I hate you because it's a rebuttal showdown. Broken doorknob, wire tipped over pillar, new looking hammer.
Even if they suspended Nekomaru from... How would they make him fall? There's no one in the tower to push him off. There's no way they could do that.
Oh, his arguments are so easy to cut through. It's amazing.
It doesn't mean someone had to push him off. It's possible that he fell on his own.
What? Nekomaru should have still been in sleep mode. If he was sleeping, there's no way he could do that to himself. Now's the time, but in that case, you still won't be able to explain the drop. Moving the elevator with Nek is just impossible. End of story.
Yeah. Thanks to Kazuichi, I think I figured out how the killer dropped Nekomaru.
What? Nekomaru fell on his own? Nekomaru should have still been in sleep.
That one right there. Booyah!
Allow me to cut through those words.
What do you think would happen if Nekomaru woke up while he was suspended upside down in midair?
What are you saying? Like, how would he even wake up?
He has an alarm inside his body. As long as it was armed, it would have deactivated his sleep mode. Which means the killer set the alarm before they suspended Nekomaru.
If you woke up from an alarm and realized you were hanging upside down and had no clue why, if something like that happened to you, you would start panicking a lot, right? Instinctively, your body would start moving. Nekomaru probably did exactly that.
And then, in order to make it fall from the force he was generating, the wire was hung on the tip of the doorknob so it would easily slip off. In actuality, the scrape marks caused by the wire were near the tip of the doorknob, right?
But Nekomaru didn't fall because the wire came off, right?
It's not a knob, it's a handle. You dummies.
He fell because the entire doorknob came off.
When Nekomaru awoke, he must have struggled much more than expected, which caused the doorknob to break off.
It's a handle! The knobs are the knobby thingies! Like the titties of the door. That's a handle!
Was that unexpected for the killer too?
Well, that's probably it. If they knew it'd leave behind evidence like that, they would have at least tried to do something to cover it up.
The killer didn't expect the doorknob to come off. The reason that even happened was because...
In that case, I shall use my full power!
With a fierce roar, Nekomaru put all his power into grabbing the doorknob with both hands. But...
Not yet. Here it comes. The incredible strength of 1 million horsepower!
Wait, stop it!
if that's really what it was, then that's the clue Nekomaru left for us to
I
find.
see. So that's how Nekomaru fell to his death.
Do you finally understand now?
Yeah. It appears it's just as Miss Sonia said. I'm just a pest. No, I'm not just a pest. I'm a total fucking pig. Isn't that right, Miss Sonia? If I'm a fucking pig,
Oh, Miss Sonia! I want to be your paid pig! Oh, step on me! I'm just your little piggy wiggy! Oink oink, Miss Sonia!
No, I believe you gave your all.
hey, why aren't you teasing me anymore?
This guy, he gets off on this. So thanks to that alarm, Nekomaru ended up falling while he was still hanging upside down. That doesn't mean he just crashed straight into the floor. Of course, you know that too, right?
Yeah, hit the pillar on the way down.
It doesn't mean Nekomaru crashed straight into the floor. The moment Nekomaru fell to the floor was the only thing I think of what happened to him. He ran out of battery. Cola came out of his eyes. He collided with the pillar.
I see.
When Nekomaru fell to the floor, he ended up colliding with the pillar. Isn't that it?
Finally, the pillar!
So that's how the pillar shattered, and why oil was spilled all over the place.
See, I told you the pillar was the weapon. My gut was totally right.
Well, the pillar was a bonus. It's not even clear if the killer intended that, or if it was just a coincidence.
At this point, it is quite difficult to find a clue that will lead to the killer.
Then what about the alarm? I'm positive the alarm was set for 7:30 a.m. And if we map it out from there...
Hold on, baby gangsta.
Baby gangsta.
Stop calling me baby gangsta!
Gangsta.
What'd you just say? Did you say the alarm was set for 7:30 a.m.?
You didn't check it yourself? Nekomaru's alarm was set for 7:30 a.m.
Nah, that's impossible. Because even though I slept in a little, I still got to the tower at 7 in the morning.
Now that you mention it, so did I. There was no way I could be late for Monokuma Tai Chi, so I left for Grape Tower before 7 a.m.
And if we found Nekomaru's body there, it would have been before the 7:30 a.m. alarm went off.
It appears yet another contradiction has been birthed. How were you able to discover Nekomaru died at 7:30 a.m. when you went to the tower at 7?
Because the clocks were messed up.
That's what I want to know.
Another mystery I don't understand. Seriously, just one after the other. But I can't choke up at a time like this. Just a little more and I'll be able to reach the truth. There should definitely be a clue breaking through this contradiction. Good night, Fuyuhiko's wall clock, counter clock, radio clock, broken doorknob.
We headed for Grape Tower. Before 7 a.m., I am certain.
But the alarm inside Nekomaru's chest was set for 7:30 a.m.
Nekomaru died because of that alarm, right?
His time of death and the time the body was discovered. One of those must be an illusion.
Killer probably did some tampering.
Well, you can't tamper with the radio clock.
Inside Nekomaru's chest.
Nope, that's wrong.
No, that's wrong.
You can't tamper with that. It's untamperable.
No, the clock inside his chest was a radio clock, so it would have been impossible to mess with.
So you're saying there's no way the killer could have tampered with the clock?
Maybe the clock Miss Sonia saw was the one that got tampered with.
The clock inside Grape House?
No, I checked all the clocks inside the funhouse. Oh, that's what I asked you to do. So you really listened to me and checked all the clocks. And because of that, I can confidently declare that all the clocks had the same time displayed.
But they were all displaying the wrong times.
If there's no possibility that the time was tampered with, then we must doubt that human's testimony.
Please believe me, we are not lying.
Then maybe it's a misunderstanding?
I never misunderstand. I'll crush you into dog food.
This time-related contradiction. I don't think I should doubt the testimonies. I should doubt the clock. There's no mistake that something was done, but what was it? Perhaps we've overlooked something. Maybe we're misunderstanding something. Think. If I focus and think, I should be able to find the answer to that mystery. I gotta dive deep into my brain! Okay, here we go. Oh, my brain. All right. IQ points. Don't let me down. I got it. My neurons are activating. We're having time in the building. Who's time in the building? It's my one neuron. It's doing its best. Whoa, check this sick trick. Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. Which clock was tampered with? Both Nekomaru's. The building's clock. Building clock. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, slow it down. No, I lost 10 points. Which house had the wrong time? Both houses. My brain did a thought!
It's all coming together. You said you checked all the clocks.
In the third game, it's a car.
Isn't that right for you, Nico?
Yeah, none of the clocks had the wrong time.
But what if all those clocks have been messed with?
What? All the clocks?
So even if you checked all the clocks inside the building, there's no way you'd have noticed it.
I see. So the killer messed with the time inside the whole building by changing all the clocks.
Oh yeah, you should have known that, huh?
So that's what it was. There's no way I would have noticed that. This is truly fantastic!
Now's not the time to be pleased. More importantly, how much was the time off?
She's right. That's the main problem. Excuse me. That's the main problem. I need to clarify by how much time was off after the killer messed with the clocks. That's definitely the next mystery. I'm gonna reach the truth in that one go. Akane's account for Yuhiko's contact elevator, Nagito's sudden appearance, broken doorknobs. What did Akane say?
If the time...
Akane heard a rumbling noise at around 5:30 a.m. Yuhiko saw Nekomaru walking toward the first floor of the Strawberry House at 5 a.m. Ooh. Okay.
Then we can only rely on Nekomaru's radio clock.
So Akane heard the noise. Fuyuhiko saw him.
It's clearly 7:30 a.m.
The problem is, what time would 7:30 be? In our time.
Are there any clues that can be used to narrow that down?
If only I heard the sound when he fell. It would have been a great clue.
or his scream.
Wait. Akane's account.
The type to let out a scream.
Sound when he fell.
Only Nekomaru's alarm was loud enough. We would have heard it too.
There's no point in saying that. If does not exist in this world.
I got a consent with Sonia.
The time in the building was off, then we can only rely. The time was clearly 7.
The problem is what time in our time.
Are there any clues that can be...
If only I heard the sound when he fell.
I agree with that.
I consent with Sonia.
No! No!
We should have heard the sound he made when he fell. Wasn't it that rumbling noise?
Rumbling?
I thought it was just an earthquake, so I went back to sleep. Was that the sound from when Nekomaru fell?
Yeah, it's just an earthquake. Let's go sleep it off.
Well, a huge body fell from the 4th floor to the 1st, and the pillar fell with it. It's obvious we'd hear the impact sound.
We heard that noise too.
It was when we were gathered at the Strawberry House Lounge. What is it, Sonia?
Oh, well. That sound everyone heard? I did not hear it at all.
Huh?
Because she was in the deluxe room.
You probably didn't hear it because you were sleeping.
I could not sleep at all. I was awake the whole night with hunger pangs.
There's nothing to worry about. What's important is that rumbling noise anyway.
If we use that rumbling sound as a reference, we might be able to figure out how much our time was off.
I heard that sound probably around 5:30 in the morning.
Huh? You can tell?
I instantly woke up and left my room. And that's when I saw the clock in the lounge.
Excellent work, Akane.
If the rumbling sound we heard was at 5:30 a.m., it's like the answer to know how much our time was off literally right in front of me. It's 2 hours.
I see.
Nekomaru's alarm went off at 7:30, and if we heard the sound of his impact at 5:30...
No. The reason why it's actually not Sonia is because she didn't hear the sound. Someone did hear the noises, yet he was not supposed to hear the noises. I'm sure we'll bring that up later.
That means our time was off by 2 hours.
2 hours? That much?
We were starving pretty badly. There's no way we would have noticed.
Plus, the funhouse has no windows. And there weren't any Monokuma announcements either.
However, for what reason did the killer alter our perception of time?
The reason is obvious, so they can lure out just Nekomaru. If you messed with the clocks and used a specific thing, you definitely get Nekomaru to the tower alone, right? From there, the killer's plan was a splendid success.
Besides messing with the time, the killer also used a specific thing. If they were trying to lure only Nekomaru, then that specific thing was the Monokuma Tai Chi. That's at 7.
I see.
That's it. The killer made use of the Monokuma Tai Chi activity in the morning.
How did they use it?
We were required to go to Great Tower every morning at 7 a.m. for that activity, right? But if they mess with all the clocks inside the building, what would that do to us?
We wouldn't be able to attend on time, but that wouldn't affect Nekomaru. His radio clock had the exact time.
That's right. In doing so, the killer was able to lure him to the tower by himself at the precise time.
Then, when I witnessed Nekomaru early in the morning...
If I recall, you witnessed Nekomaru around 5 a.m. And if that time was also 2 hours off, it should have been 7 a.m. Yeah, that's pretty much it. At that time, he was heading over to Monokuma Tai Chi, right on schedule.
I see. Now that I think about it, I realize what Monokuma meant when he said those words.
Too early! He didn't even ask you yet!
Jeez! How outrageous! I honestly didn't expect everyone to ditch Monokuma Tai Chi. But it turned out like this after all, so I guess it can't be helped.
When you said everyone, you were including us, right? We thought we came to the tower on time, but in truth, it was way past the meeting time.
Ah, jeez. That's, well, how should I put it?
Yeah, Monokuma said if you made Nekomaru unoperable, he is counted as a kill. That was actually explicitly stated.
What was it? You know, tripping over a foot or something like that.
Are you talking about tripping over someone else's fault?
Wrong! Too bad!
Wrong!
Liar! I'm right!
That's not it! It's incorrect!
That's definitely the correct answer. You always get so stubborn like this.
Let's just ignore the peanut gallery. Now that we've found out how the killer lured Nekomaru, the number of suspects has drastically decreased.
Huh.
Hey, why would that decrease the number of suspects? Don't be a friggin' liar.
You'll know I'm not lying when you listen to what Fuyuhiko's going to say next.
Huh? What the hell do you mean?
You witnessed Nekomaru going toward the tower. Did something else happen after that?
Are you talking about that alarm?
Alarm?
A little while after I witnessed Nekomaru, the clock in the Strawberry House lounge started going off. Plus, it was just before that rumbling sound occurred. That's it. So that's what it is.
Ah, so the alarm probably muffled the sounds of Nekomaru going, I gotta know, I gotta shit!
If Nekomaru died when the rumble happened, then whoever doesn't have an alibi at the time is the prime suspect.
Really? Was there anyone who didn't have an alibi at that time?
I remember now. The sound was so loud I couldn't help bolting from my room. But there was one guy who never left the lounge. We were both on the same floor. It's pretty weird that bastard never came out of his guest room.
The rumbling was Nekomaru hitting the ground. It was like a big explosion.
Which means that person does not have an alibi for when Nekomaru fell?
Who is it? Who's the bastard?
Well, Nagito didn't come out of his room, but you guys are jumping to the wrong conclusions about that. I guess I gotta pick Nagito right now. Because he didn't come out, and they made it specifically known that it was weird that he didn't come out. But I know it's because the deluxe rooms don't have... they're soundproof!
You're the only one!
The one who wasn't there. It's you, right, Nagito?
That's right. Nagito wasn't there. It was just me, Gundam, and
But it's to be
Fuyuhiko.
expected, that's right. But there's someone that's there that shouldn't be there. I think that's what we're gonna go to next. Who doesn't belong in this picture? Who had the other deluxe room? Who is it, Moon? Who is it, Moon? Who is it? Who is it? Who's not supposed to be there? Who's not supposed to be there? Who's not supposed to be there? Starts with a G and ends in an am. Give up, Gundam.
You didn't come out, even though the alarm was going off like crazy. You weren't in your room, were you? If that's the case, where were you?
Please, say something.
If you don't hurry up and answer, I'm gonna suicide dive you!
If I may be frank, even if I wanted to go to the lounge, I couldn't.
You couldn't? What do you mean?
It's merely the foolish talk of the weak.
Not only did I not hear the alarm, I never even heard that rumbling sound.
He couldn't.
You're definitely fucking lying.
Whoa, hey! F-word!
However, that is also true for me.
Oh, wait, hang on!
It is obvious that I did not hear the alarm in Strawberry House. But I did not hear the rumbling sound either. Is that not strange? I mean, everyone else heard it.
To be honest, it's not just them. The same goes for me too. I was in a pretty deep sleep, so I thought that's why I couldn't hear it. But it wasn't that. I probably couldn't hear it at all.
Couldn't hear it? What does that mean?
You still don't know.
Everyone forgot about the deluxe rooms and they're
Think
soundproof.
about what the three of us who didn't hear a sound have in common. And I'm sure you'll figure it out.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I think after this, we're gonna point to the killer. Oh shit, I gotta spell out something. I recognize that music. I gotta spell out... Deluxe room.
Deluxe.
Grrr. Damn it. I keep hitting the wrong button. No, 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 I hit the wrong button again. There.
I got it.
Nagito, Sonia, and Chiaki, the three of you were staying in deluxe room.
Deluxe room, D-E, U, no wait, oh man.
If I recall, the deluxe rooms are...
Deluxe room is soundproof and has excellent air insulation. So-so insulation, but it's still pretty decent. Crummy room with severe airflow and draft problems.
The reason we could not hear the rumbling noise.
That's right. It was because the deluxe rooms have superior sound insulation. You actually noticed that. Nice catch, Hajime. Are you using your ultimate reserve corps student talent?
Damn. Damn. Got him.
Now then, you guys must understand by now, right? The true identity of Nekomaru's killer.
Hold on a sec. Why does that lead to who the killer is?
Why? Well, that fact just now is a very important clue and a decisive factor in identifying the killer. Decisive factor?
Damn, I picked them out exactly how they picked them out. Somehow I feel like I understand what Nagito means. The killer among us. The killer who murdered Nekomaru.
Oh, Gundam! Gummy wummy sussy spussy! Oh!
You're the only one! Gundam, there's something I want to ask you. When the alarm rang at the Strawberry House Lounge, you rushed over there too, right?
What's wrong with that?
Wah! Gummy wummies, the sussy pussy! Wah!
If the bell of catastrophe rings throughout the night, it is the universe's providence to stop it.
Why were you able to hear it?
Hear what?
I mean, you were also staying in a deluxe room, right? Nagito was staying in a deluxe room in the same house on the same floor, and he couldn't even hear it.
Just say you were feeding your hamsters.
So why were you able to hear that alarm?
Now that you mention it,
There was only one possibility. You weren't in your room at the time.
Yeah, you were feeding his hamsters.
That's why, even though you were staying in the deluxe room, you still went to the lounge. Am I right?
I mean, that's all he could say. It's just like, I was feeding the hamsters up at the sunflower room.
Gundam, you have some sort of explanation, right?
Gundam probably couldn't return to his room because of Fuyuhiko. Me? After you saw Nekomaru heading to the tower, you stayed at the lounge for a while. Am I correct? Until the moment that alarm started ringing, right? If you were in the lounge for that long, the killer who had left earlier obviously wouldn't be able to go back.
Even though Nekomaru's murder was a death trap that utilized the alarm in his chest, the killer still needed to prepare the murder in advance.
Like putting Nekomaru in sleep mode and tying him up with a wire.
In order to do that, the killer needed to be waiting for Nekomaru at the tower. Which means when Fuyuhiko witnessed Nekomaru, the killer was already at the tower.
And once they tried to go back, they couldn't because Fuyuhiko was at the lounge.
In their original plan, the killer should have returned to their room before the alarm in the lounge went off. And they were supposed to stay in their room. They weren't planning to come out and go to the lounge.
Which means they wouldn't have heard the alarm or the rumbling sound, thus proving they were in the room, just like us.
The best case scenario would have been if those two in the lounge had gone to check the deluxe rooms. After all, if they personally saw the killer sleeping in their room, it gives the killer a stronger alibi. Unfortunately, they failed to secure that alibi. I was in the lounge. So the killer couldn't go back to their room, and ended up hearing the lounge's alarm.
But why'd you come out? You should have hid till the excitement died down.
If Gundam tried to hide, and if those two went to his room to check on him, he would have been found out. That would have been the worst possible outcome. That's why he couldn't just stay hidden.
If those two had just checked the deluxe rooms as planned, that would have been ideal, but how ironic. The moment Fuyuhiko set foot in the lounge, your plan was doomed.
Gundam? Please, can you at least say something?
Answer me this, including myself in my 4 dark devas of destruction. How many ears do we possess?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 ears.
The answer is 10. That's
Oh.
right. I possess 10 ears.
Oh, my bad. He was gonna tell us anyway.
That means I have 5 times the hearing of a normal human. The soundproof system here may as well not exist.
I want to hear Monokuma go,
Nope, you're wrong. It is completely soundproof.
Is that your argument? You bastard! Do you understand the situation you're in right now?
Do not panic. The truth shall now commence. At the time, I left my room to go to the bathroom. By coincidence, I heard the alarm. That's right. That's all it was. The world is always so simple.
Are you saying it was just a coincidence? Isn't that timing a little too perfect?
And yet, I'm being suspected by all of you. It seems it was actually horrible timing on my part.
I see. You're still holding out. Well, you don't have to admit it. We're going to decide who the killer is with the majority vote anyway. So, why don't we just go ahead and start voting? It's obvious that Gundam is the killer.
Hold on a sec.
You know, Hajime,
Oh, here it comes.
this class trial, this killing, it's merely the opening act, you know.
Hey! What do you mean the class trial is just the opening act?
Perhaps I should say it's just a farce. Just a boring farce. So boring, so stressful. I'm so painfully bored that I might develop stomach ulcers. Seriously. Let's just hurry up and finish this before I collapse from poor health.
Nagito, something definitely happened to you, didn't it? At some point during the investigation, your behavior became even weirder. What actually happened? Did you discover something?
I only had IQ. Huh?
Well, let's just leave that fun for later. And finish this opening act already.
You said opening act again!
Please hold on. We have yet to hear Gundam's rebuttal.
Poor Sonya. I imagine Moon was like Sonya.
No! Gundam, you couldn't have done it! Why did you do it?
But he's completely shut up. Perhaps he can't argue anymore.
Gundam!
I was simply at a loss for words after being dumbfounded by your pathetic assumption. In fact, I shall deny the very basis. Your assumption has been wrong since the beginning.
Since the beginning?
Based on your assumption, I hung Nekomaru from the 4th floor of the tower and made the floor descend to the 1st floor. From there, after returning to Strawberry House, I was present when the alarm at the lounge went off, correct? Although going to and fro is busy enough as it is, how would I be able to travel between both houses anyway?
I see. The contact elevator was broken.
Your hamsters.
As I recall, the killer tampered with the Grape House control panel, which shut down the elevator. Plus, the stopped elevator should have been facing the Grape House side. If so,
the octagon.
The elevator would have left it at Grape House. For these reasons, it's an indisputable fact that the killer destroyed the elevator at Grape House.
And what's wrong with that?
If the elevator was broken at Grape House, he wouldn't be able to return to Strawberry House.
However, I was already at Strawberry House. I was present when the alarm in the lounge started ringing. Which means your assumption is clearly wrong.
Are you serious? And here I thought it's already been decided.
Have you learned your lesson, pickable humans? You cannot overcome this contradiction.
That's wrong. When something is obviously wrong, that's when a contradiction is born. There's no such thing as a contradiction that can't be overcome. Good night button, Fuyuhiko, wall clock, contact clock, radio, broken door, good night button.
That elevator was the only means of travel between the two houses. As long as that elevator was broken, your assumption collapses.
Oop.
Plus, the elevator was...
Oh, damn it.
broken at Grape House.
If the killer cannot return to Strawberry House,
Since I was at Strawberry House at that time, there's no question that the following crime is impossible.
It would have been different if they had an accomplice.
Or if there was a secret passageway.
Secret passageway.
How much longer do you plan to lecture me? Why don't we stop this already?
So it's contradiction, so I gotta absorb something, I think. But how do I absorb? No. Move, aim, fast forward, open habit, fire, truth bullet, select truth bullet, concentrate, open help. I don't remember. I need to absorb, don't I? No, probably not.
the only means of travel between the two houses.
No, I need to absorb that one.
As long as
Oh, there
that
it is.
elevator was broken, your assumption
Plus, the elevator broken at Grape House.
If the killer cannot...
Since I was at there's no question that
The first with the last one.
How much longer? Why don't we stop this already?
That elevator was the only means of travel between the two houses. As long
No!
as that elevator
It's
was
blocked!
broken, your assumption collapses.
Plus, the elevator broken at Grape House.
If the killer cannot...
Since I was at there's no question that
It would have been different if there was a...
how much longer? Why don't we stop this already? That elevator,
The only means of travel between the two houses.
Absorb
As
it, you
long as that
fucker!
elevator was broken, your assumption
Plus, the elevator was broken at Grape House.
If the killer cannot...
since I was at there's no question that
It would have been different if there was a...
how much longer? Why don't we stop this already?
that elevator was the only means of travel between the two houses. As long as that elevator was broken,
Fuck.
your assumption collapses.
Plus, the elevator
Am I doing it
was
right?
broken at Grape House.
If the killer cannot return to Strawberry House...
Since I was at Strawberry House at that time, there's no question that the following crime is impossible.
Maybe it's the
It
opposite.
would have been different if they had an accomplice. Or if there was a secret passageway.
There we go. It's that way.
How much longer do you plan to lecture me? Why don't we stop this already?
I got it now. I got it now.
That elevator was the only means of travel between the two.
No, that's wrong.
No, that's wrong!
No, there should have been another way to move between the two houses without the elevator.
Such a method does not exist.
Then why don't we ask the person who actually used that method?
Nagito.
You're the only one! Nagito, you should know.
What are you talking about?
Don't play dumb. You appeared so suddenly that one time because you used that method, right?
Hello, it's me. I showed up. I found out you're a loser.
There's a secret passage connecting the first floor of Strawberry House to the third floor of Grape House. Isn't that right?
Jeez. Once again, I let the reserve course show up. But you're right. There's a door on the floor of the Octagon, which is on the first floor of Strawberry House. After I opened the door and went down, surprise, surprise! I ended up in the Monokuma Archive, which is on the third floor of Grape House.
Meaning, the third floor and the fourth floor are actually connected.
Plus, once you've cleared the final dead room once, you can pass through it as many times as you want.
If they used that secret passage, they could have gone between the two houses as much as they wanted.
Infinity Unlimited Flame!
Oh my god! Oh! Not his ultimate attack!
The killer was unaware of the existence of the final dead room.
There's no way they didn't know.
That is merely an illusion you have fabricated from your own suspicion. If you value your life, you should stop with your scrutiny.
There's no way I can stop.
Did you say? Don't make me angry. You wouldn't like me when I'm angry.
Oh, Gummy Wummy's being a little sussy pussy.
Even if the turbid box doesn't exist, you could travel through multiple planes. Provided you use a spacious wormhole. However, how frail I say. Your decayed illusion. Shall I feed you to the progeny of vile deities?
I can't back down!
I already proved the secret
Bro, we
passage
shared
exists.
underwear. Come on, man.
The secret passage was at the Octagon.
Know the limits of your own reasoning. You say the killer went to the Octagon. Don't bark, you cur. If you don't want to drown in the maelstrom of blind confusion.
Allow me to cut through those words.
Wait. Yeah.
The wire used to string up Nekomaru's body. The hammer that looked like the weapon. And the chain on the door in the tower. Those are all the items that weren't in Funhouse. Where did the killer obtain them?
The only place I can think of is the Octagon. There were various weapons and tools there. I'm pretty sure I saw stuff like wires, hammers, and chains.
Yeah,
too.
the giant hammer back there.
Since those items were used in the crime, there's no doubt that the killer went to the Octagon.
If that's the case, they obviously know about the secret passage too, right?
It seems this is the end. Normally we'd end up listening to Hajime lecture us with a very long summary of the case. But there's no reason to waste any more time on this opening act. So I'm going to end this right now.
Hey, what are you...
Hey, I'm supposed to do that.
First of all, by messing with all the clocks in the building, Gundam tried to lure only Nekomaru. The elevator was probably broken by that point. Thanks to that, Nekomaru wasn't able to go to Grape Tower, which was supposed to be the meetup point. So he tried going over to Strawberry Tower, just like we did when we found out the elevator was broken. Well, it's obvious he'd attempt that. At that time, we didn't know the two towers were the exact same place. Also, the button in Strawberry Hall wasn't broken, so he was easily able to enter Strawberry Tower. But surprise! Gundam was waiting for Nekomaru's
He's not even
arrival.
drawing a comic for us.
Hold on. If Nekomaru didn't go to Strawberry Tower, what would the killer have done then?
Their plan was a balancing act of uncertainties. But even if they failed, they probably wouldn't have minded. They can just greet everyone the next morning as if nothing happened, and come up with a different plan.
And without such a risky plan, they wouldn't have been able to lure him at all.
I'm going to continue summarizing the case, okay?
All right, now if y'all just shut up.
Through this, Gundam successfully lured Nekomaru to Strawberry Tower. There's no way he could fight head-on with the robotic Nekomaru, so by pressing the goodnight button, he rendered Nekomaru powerless without fighting him.
Uh-oh.
Hold on! You... What did you just say? That I didn't battle?
Uh-oh.
What's wrong with that?
Don't mess with me!
Oh, man, he said your power level was nothing, brah.
Don't mess with me! I cannot ignore those words!
Yeah, dude, he said your power level was like 5.
Why are you angry all of a sudden?
You fools do not understand! You don't understand at all! Ha! You make me laugh! After all this time, you still don't understand anything at all!
I don't understand anything. What does that mean?
Ruh-roh, Raggy.
It appears I cannot finish just yet. Maybe I'm just a human destined for hell. However, I cannot finish just yet. I cannot finish!
Well, that sounds like a personal problem.
What do you intend to do?
It's obvious. I'm going to destroy your illusory assumptions.
Are you saying you still have more? You still have room to argue?
Your words. You said I pressed Nekomaru's goodnight button. However, that button was on the back of Nekomaru's neck. To press it, I'd have to get behind him.
Well, actually, you just teleport behind him, and you say, "Nothing personnel, kid."
It's not easy to get the drop on Coach Nekomaru.
It's even more difficult if it's a one-on-one situation.
Just as I thought. truly frail, succumbing so easily to this simple argument. It was just a mere illusion. If you want to set me up as the killer, at least surpass your own human limitations.
That's wrong, Gundam. You're the one who's wrong.
Such a wonderful line. However, I cannot say that I'm satisfied. Listen well. I shall teach you 2 tips for making someone admit their defeat.
Bro, we swapped underwear, bro. Don't do this, dude.
First, you must crush them with your own overwhelming power. And as for the other, you must provide a reason that will persuade that human.
Bruh, I'm wearing it right now, dude. Are you not wearing what I gave you?
Either of those yet.
We're under brothers. You really don't want to admit it. Then, just as you requested, I'll provide an argument that'll leave you no choice but to be persuaded. Uh-oh, PTA.
I won't let you! For the Tanaka Empire! Crush!
I forgot how to do this. X.
I won't let you! For the Tanaka Empire! Crushed as David prophesied! Show me the cadaver! I won't let you! For the Tanaka Empire! Crushed as David prophesied! I won't let you! For the Tanaka Empire! Crushed as David prophesied! For the Tanaka Empire! I won't let you! For the Tanaka Empire! Crushed as David prophesied! I won't let you! For the Tanaka Empire! Crushed as David prophesied! Show me the cadaver! I won't let you! For the Tanaka Empire! It's Nekomaru's back.
The 4 Dark Devas!
This is the end!
I'm debating, isn't it obvious?
Even if you didn't get behind Nekomaru, you should have been able to press the button on the back of his neck. As long as you had the power of the hamsters you keep with you.
Are you seriously saying he used his hamsters to press the button on the back of Nekomaru's neck?
Of course it'd be impossible for a normal hamster, but it would have been possible for Gundam. In fact, we saw that with our very own eyes, right?
You should have done that, Gundam. Skyline Lamentation Art of the Demon Mouse.
Now that you mention it,
Gummy dummy!
after Ibuki was killed in the music venue, one of Gundam's hamsters retrieved the piece of wallpaper from the baton lighting, right? Hey, with your friends and their exceptionally smart brains, it must have been possible to secretly get one of them behind Nekomaru and press the button on the back of his neck.
How about it, Gundam?
Not just myself, but you actually brought up how splendid my subordinates are.
Bro, your underwear.
I have no recourse but to admit it.
Admit it? Did you say you admit it?
It appears I've obtained a one-way ticket to hell. Fine! Then you must trample me underfoot and advance. Victory can only be built upon a foundation of corpses. You cannot find peace without sacrifice anywhere.
Well, at least he's taking it well.
Now, trample this life. Trample it as though it were mere trash on the side of the road. Pull the curtain strings of this worthless performance with your own 2 hands.
Ah, now it's my turn. Let me show you how it's done, Nagito. Let's see here. Let's see here. Oh. Wait, hang on. Look at him fight. Oh.
No, wait, that's not fit here. That goes over here.
Wait. No, that's not it either. There we go. This goes here. And then he wakes up, falls to the pit. Heard a rumbling noise. There we go. Let's see. Fuyuhiko can't sleep. Let's see. Destroyed that. Door handle came off. New stock. Left the hammer. Put the wire on the doorknob. Last stock. Hamster pressed it. $5.30.
Here's everything that happened.
And there we go.
Let's first go over the many tricks the killer prepared before they committed the crime. First, they destroyed the contact.
Got him.
This separated Nagi.
All right, everyone, here, take your comic. I made it specially for you guys. Here you go.
Next,
Much better than
he lured Nagi
Nagito's.
out by himself by turning back all the clocks in the funhouse by 2 hours. Additionally, in order to secure an alibi, the killer went to the Strawberry House Lounge and set the wall clock's alarm to 5:30 a.m. After finishing their preparations, the killer went to Strawberry Tower with the necessary tools in hand. They obtained these tools from the Octagon, which you can enter once you clear the final dead room. This means the killer discovered the secret of the funhouse faster than anybody else. That secret being, Strawberry House and Grape House are actually the same building. On the morning of the incident, Nekomaru woke up and headed over to Great Tower for a specific reason. There, Fuyuhiko, who was at the lounge by coincidence, witnessed Nekomaru. According to Fuyuhiko's testimony, that was around 5 a.m., but by that point, the killer had already messed with our perception of time. In actuality, Fuyuhiko witnessed Nekomaru at 7 a.m. That's also the same time Monokuma Taichi begins. Nekomaru went to Great Tower to participate in that. However, because the contact elevator was broken, Nekomaru was unable to go to Great Tower. So he decided to try going to Strawberry Tower. But the killer was waiting for him there. With the power of hamsters, they were able to press the good night button on the back of Nekomaru's neck.
What a... What a great sentence. With the power of hamsters, they were able to press the goodnight button on the back of Nekomaru's neck. With the power of hamsters.
This forced him to enter sleep mode, rendering him immobile. From there, the killer began preparing to use the ultimate weapon. First, they set the alarm in Nekomaru's chest to 7:30 a.m. so he'd wake up. Then they tied him up with a metal wire, tied the tip of the wire into a loop, and hung it on the doorknob. After leaving Strawberry Tower, the killer then destroyed the door button to Strawberry Hall. They did this to keep us from entering Strawberry Tower, and to keep us from discovering the secret of the building structure that they used to kill Nekomaru. Then, they used the secret octagon passageway to travel to Grape House. After arriving at Grape Hall, they pressed the button to open the door to the tower. When that happened, the elevator-like floor of the tower began descending. And Nekomaru's body was still inside, dangling upside down in midair from the wire. The killer entered Grape Tower to see if their setup was successful. And placed a hammer on the floor to look like the weapon, then wrapped a chain around the back door. This was done to make us falsely believe we couldn't enter the tower from Strawberry Hall. With this, the killer finished their setup and tried to go back to their room using the secret passage, so they could craft their alibi when Nekomaru died from the fall. But something unexpected happened. Fuyuhiko, who saw Nekomaru earlier, was still at the lounge.
Man, this would have been perfect if it was not for this little incident right here.
As a result, the killer couldn't return to their room, and with no options available, time ran out.
The only
The
reason
lounge's wall clock alarm started ringing at 5:30. Well,
it didn't
actually
work.
7:30. To avoid a worst-case scenario, the killer was forced to appear in front of Fuyuhiko with the others. When the wall clock's alarm rang, that was also the same time Nekomaru was waking up. He woke up while he was still hanging upside down, so he couldn't help but sway his body powerfully. Originally, the loop of wire was only supposed to slip off the doorknob. But because there was a heavier load than expected, the doorknob ended up breaking. Nekomaru fell from the 4th floor all the way to the 1st floor. He crashed into the pillar, which decapitated him on impact, and died. The sound of Nekomaru's impact echoed throughout the funhouse.
Kablam!
However, by this point, the killer's plan was about to fail, thanks to the broken doorknob and Fuyuhiko. Meaning, the killer is someone who wouldn't have heard the alarm if they were in the deluxe room. They also wouldn't have been able to return to their guest room, because Fuyuhiko was at the lounge. That someone is Gundam Tanaka. I can't think of anyone else but you.
What's gonna happen to his hamsters?
That was splendid. For a mere human, you did quite well.
Stop. Stop it already. Stop using weird words to avoid the truth. Or I'll friggin' kill you myself!
I cannot believe it. I just cannot believe.
Oh yeah, that's true. The hamsters did assist in the murder. They're the accomplices.
You killed Nekomaru? I cannot believe something like that.
You don't wish to forgive me? Do you feel regret? Then finish it! Cast your impure votes for Gundam Tanaka! My beloved, deadly foes, let the voting time begin!
Okay, bye-bye, Gundam.
Bye-bye, Gundam! Oh, Gundam! Oh, if only you weren't a saucy bossy! Oh!
This result isn't all that exciting. Now then, please pull the lever in front of you and cast your vote. Who will be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? Please pull the lever! Crap! I bit my tongue at the most important part!
Got him.
Ugh! It'd be bad if I bit my tongue again! So I'll speak slowly! Judging from the results, you guys were correct once again! Getting 4 in a row without any mistakes is a splendid achievement! That's right! The one who killed the robotic Nekomaru in the amazing funhouse! Was Gundam Tanaka!
Nice!
Yeah! I said all that without biting my tongue!
Now then.
Now that we've decided who the killer is, let's do the execution already and get this over with. Hey, hold on. It's true the class trial is finished, but that doesn't mean the incident is over. We can't finish yet until we hear it from Gundam.
Jeez.
No matter what he says, it won't change a thing. Well, I have no right to stop you either, so do whatever you like. Why do you want to talk to one who has lost?
Oh, 'cause we exchanged underwears, bro! How can you do that, dude?
I have your underwear, man! The loser merely leaves. It would just be unnecessary for me to say something.
Listen well.
It's what I would like to say, but for honor's sake, I shall correct one thing.
Correct?
You guys said I made Nekomaru powerless without fighting him. That, however, is a great mistake.
Huh?
Fine.
Nekomaru did fight. That is no mistake. And because he fought, he lost and died.
Damn it!
Lost and died?
This, too,
If he
must
was
be
just
the
trying to
will of
cling to life,
causality.
there are many ways he could have done so. However, he did not allow that.
You.
What do you mean? Explain! Fine then, I shall reveal it all.
Let's make history.
Within the final dead room, I discovered the secret of the funhouse, and I devised a killing plan utilizing that secret. By tampering with all the clocks in the building, I succeeded in luring Nekomaru to the tower. And this is what happened. Nekomaru and I were alone in the tower, standing face to face with one another. I should say I expected as much from Nekomaru. He sensed my subtle killing intent and instantly understood the situation. And we had ourselves a stare down. In that situation, if he wanted to run away, it would have been easy for him to do so. He could have run away or even called for help, but he did not turn his back to me. Instead, he chose to fight that risked life and death.
That is...
A fight that risked life and death?
Let me tell you.
He was
this.
serious, too. He gave it his all to try and kill me. If I had died instead, the mystery surrounding the case would have been even more complicated. You would never know why I, the victim, went to the tower by myself.
I can see it!
Nobody would know that the victim, me, was actually the one who planned the whole thing.
Could it be?
Nekomaru really did that.
Sensing even my subtle killing intent, as expected of you, Nekomaru.
The scorching, stinging, tense atmosphere. I've been a team manager for so long, I'd nearly forgotten this. This is great! What a comforting atmosphere!
That's a great one.
That's a great line.
And what is your reason? Do you intend to resolve this situation by killing me?
I am the Warlock, Gundam Tanaka. Heroes, Lords of Darkness, and even the gods themselves flee from me. I am not going to any trivial reason. I'm simply going to kill you because your very existence is an annoyance.
You'll drench your soul with evil until the bitter end, huh? Splendid!
Let's not forget that Gundam had to play Russian roulette to get any access to the octagon.
In response to your spirit, I shall kill you with all of my might. I won't go easy on you. Don't even think about holding back. Don't waste your breath on cowardly tactics. Give me everything you got.
Nekomaru Nidai, your blood will drench the foundation of my empire!
That is...
Why did you fight? We are all friends. Why couldn't you stop this? Even if both sides agreed, it was still wrong. I will not argue. I have no intention of forcing my values upon you. However, I must say this. What's the point of living if you're just waiting until you finally die?
You weakling!
There's nothing courageous about that. That is abandonment. A mere feeling of resignation.
We're gonna starve to death. I can't sit for Sonya.
Fall,
Ever since we were locked inside that building, everyone had been dominated by that feeling of abandonment. However, nothing is born from resignation. That is simply a reason to give up.
If you flinch, you will die!
Giving up on life! That's just an insult to life itself!
Let me ask.
Have you fools heard of the term dog eat dog? Cannibalism?
Fine.
In zoology, cannibalism is a commonly observed phenomenon. Many creatures at some point in their lifespan engaged in cannibalism.
Listen well.
That is what it means to live. If you say killing for the sake of living is evil, then what would you call giving up on life itself?
I shall engulf this.
If a world would consider that justice, then I will fight that world with every last fiber of my being. Giving up on life and choosing death is nothing but a blasphemy towards life.
I renounce you!
It is a violation of the natural order. It is the arrogance of humanity.
You.
Are you saying all that to try and justify what you did?
But...
Oh, but it sounds like Nekomaru felt the same, too. That's why they fought, right?
Damn it.
Ugh.
Fine.
That man had the courage to die when he needed to die. That is why he challenged me to our battle. Regardless, as I've already said, I do not intend to force my values upon you fools. I have betrayed you all. That is the absolute truth.
Fall, my tears.
But even so, don't you think it's a better alternative to slowly starving to death here?
Oh,
That belief is why you committed your crime.
you...
Hey, what about the final dead room? Did you do the Russian roulette too?
Let's make history.
Unlike Nagito, I only did it once, but compared to my battle with Nekomaru, that was mere child's play.
Well,
You know, after listening to you talk for a while, I'm starting to think that, well, it's also because you unexpectedly admitted your crime without much resistance. Gundam, don't tell me you didn't sacrifice yourself for our sake, did you? I can't believe you would ask such a foolish question.
My name
Just who do you think I am? I am Gundam Tanaka, history's greatest monster. My cursed existence is feared by all mankind. There's no way I'd sacrifice myself for the sake of you fools.
fade like dust.
Not in a million, not in a billion, not in 10 billion years. In the name of pandemonium, it is impossible. Oh, is that it? Then I'll just leave it at that. Now then, let us be rid of this foolish talk. It's about time for the fun to start. Monokuma, let us begin.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah! Got it! I have prepared a special punishment for the ultimate breeder, Gundam Tanaka!
Please wait.
This is just too much.
I beg of you.
Please, Monokuma, please help Gundam.
Huh?
I beg of you.
How pitiful.
Sonia. An act as unrefined as stopping a man from going to his death does not befit a noble such as yourself. He's like a zoologist. He knows how to breed animals. He's very good at his job, apparently.
It's fine to start for reals, right?
Fine.
Yes. I do not mind, however.
What is it, my four
What
dark
is it?
Devas of destruction? Are you worried about me? Oh, my feared four dark Devas of destruction. That is not like you at all. However, there is no need to fear. In this world, I am only a temporary visitor. I was simply visiting for a moment, and now that my duty is complete, I must return to the darkness.
Yeah, he's like Brock, exactly.
That is why, until the very end, pride, conceit, courage, insolence, fearful of nothing, daunted by nothing. Let us laugh uproariously! That is Gundam Tanaka! I shall stick with my evil until the very end! Open sesame pandemonium! I shall fill hell with true hell!
Let's give it everything we've got! It's punishment time!
Is Sonia gonna take care of the hamsters now? Oh, poor Gundam. He went to heaven instead of the hell that he wanted to go to.
No!
Even after Gundam is gone, the spirit of his parting words still lingered deep in our chests. Don't give up on life. Did I misunderstand what he meant? Then what's the right thing to do? I don't know. No matter how much I think about it, I don't know if I'll ever be able to answer that.
Damn it.
I'm so pissed off I need to throw something.
Damn it!
You all spent so much time worrying about each other, and thanks to that, things ended up like this. You're all full of shit. Every last one of you. But the biggest piece of shit is me.
Worst.
Damn it, why am I so weak?
Oh.
It's such a downer, clearly. But still, even though we feel this way, we still gotta do our very best.
You are right.
This time around, we must move forward. We must continue to live and believe in our friends.
You are right.
Gundam will most likely crawl his way out of hell, and I presume he will be very cross with us. Ah, you're right. You're right! We shouldn't just stand here. I mean, it's not like this is over. we still have to do it. We still have to finish this. For the sake of our friends who have died, we need to finish this once and for all. So, don't just stand there. Stand up and walk. Move forward. Live. If you don't, everyone who fought and died will have died in vain. We can't allow that.
Hey! How long are you guys gonna stand around and chatter? The class trial is over, so it's okay for you to hurry back over to Jabberwock Island. However, the killing school trip will proceed as usual, so make sure you know that!
Hold on! How much longer are you gonna keep doing this? Seriously, how long is he gonna keep doing this? How long is this going to continue?
Now then.
Alright, after feeling down for so long, I finally feel refreshed. Let's hurry back and eat some food.
Hey, hold on a second. That mood shift is too damn fast.
It's not like that.
Well, you know, it's like Gundam and Nekomaru said. That's what it means to live, right?
She's certainly something else.
But seriously, I'm starving.
Hey.
Then let's go back for now and eat. And then after we're full, let's sleep as much as we want.
Right?
And then let's do our best again.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
With this, the class trial has come to an end, and once again, we return to Jabberwock Island. The size of our group has definitely diminished. But despite that, even if it was just the rest of us, we did our best to stay upbeat and have fun together. Of course, our optimism was only superficial, but at that moment, we were able to forget about the dark despair looming before us. However, the only thing I was worried about was him. He wasn't there. He suddenly disappeared from our sights.
Where you go, Nagito? Yep, I'm definitely lucky. I never expected to obtain so many valuable things from a simple game of Russian roulette. Thanks to that, I was able to learn the identity of our true enemy. And before everyone else, too. But it's just too funny. I mean, no one could tell that I was lying. There's no way the file had just Hajime's information.
Well,
I guess they were too busy with other matters. Or maybe they've reached their limit. Regardless, I was saved. Things would get complicated if they found out. Anyway, I can't forgive this. This should never be forgiven. There's no way I can let this run loose. I'll be the one who stops this once and for all. Even if it costs me my own life.
it's obvious.
For the sake of hope, I cannot ignore this.
Monokuma appeared!
All right, Monokuma has arrived. Who summoned me?
Now then.
Thanks for coming.
What's this?
Why, it's the lonely little Nagito. Are you all alone tonight, too?
What's the matter?
So what's up? Your face looks scary. I see, so you can tell. Ah, perhaps you found out who the traitor is. You know me well.
Wow.
Is what I'd like to say, but unfortunately I haven't learned that yet. I see. So even you don't know, huh? Looks like the final showdown is gonna take a little more time.
Hello.
So why'd you summon me anyway? Were you finally gonna confess your love?
Hey,
I summon you because there's something I really need to ask you. It's about the special prize from the final dead room. Oh yeah, what about it? There was information about 16 people in the file I received. But isn't that weird?
Say what?
What's weird?
you don't even know?
Well, there's a traitor from the Future Foundation hiding among us, right?
I'm sorry, what did he say?
Including that person, the total number of students would be 16, right?
Isn't that right?
But this file contains documents that were created at Hope's Peak Academy, right?
Of course.
That's right! I just reused the stuff that the former headmaster spent a lot of time making!
But
If this file even contains information about the traitor, was that person also a former student of Hope's Peak Academy?
Who knows?
I wonder.
Could it be? Is this your doing? Did you slip false information into the file? Were you trying to keep us from learning the traitor's identity by obtaining this information?
What's wrong with that? If it's my job to heat things up, it's okay if I do something small like that, right?
Well,
That's not my point.
right?
My point is, you already know who the traitor is.
I mean, it's perfect, isn't it? Look at it. You can't tell the difference. Perfect. Right there. There you go. Right there. Perfect. Or would it be better like this? Like that? Right there. That's better.
What's wrong with that?
You're getting all riled up.
Well, you're splendidly correct when you say I knew who the traitor was all along. But even though I know who it is, why do you think I ignored it on purpose? It's just like Monomi after losing her magic stick. The traitor's existence means absolutely nothing to me.
Their existence means nothing, huh?
No, no.
Well, that's just how I feel. I'm sure you guys feel somewhat different. After all, that person is the Evil Future Foundation's lackey who's putting you guys through this awful stuff.
That's not entirely true. I didn't really come here to fight you or anything like that. Instead, I came here to offer my cooperation, you know.
Cooperation?
Hey,
Your purpose is to fill everyone on this island with despair, right? That's why you're intentionally letting the traitor do as they please, right?
Yep.
If that's the case, I might be able to cooperate somewhat too.
right?
However, in exchange, I want to know who the traitor is.
I see. Interesting. Very interesting.
No, no, no.
Obviously, that's a big no-no.
Unbelievable.
I mean, I want to make everyone in your group feel despair. That includes you too.
Well, I knew you would say that.
Besides, I just wouldn't be able to handle the sadness when you inevitably betray me later on.
Just as I thought, you saw right through me.
You're right.
No matter what situation I find myself in, my core way of thinking will never change. In order to create the absolute hope that shines brightly, stepladders such as myself and despair exist.
You're right. You're a true believer of hope after all. I must say that belief reminds me of that person for some reason.
Huh?
Reminds you? I don't know who you're talking about, but if someone as worthless as me reminds you of some other person, they must be extremely unlucky.
But you're just as unlucky, right? I mean, the fact that you're even involved in something like this.
Am I? I actually think I'm very lucky.
Say what?
Huh?
You don't know?
Wouldn't you say that coming across this much despair is rather rare opportunity? I can't rely on anyone on this island. That's why I have to be the one who does it. If I can eliminate despair from this island, I won't be a stepladder anymore. I'll become true hope. I'll become an existence that could even be called ultimate hope.
Ah, the two of you are alike. You definitely remind me of him.
Hey.
One more thing I want to ask you.
See?
Who are you waiting for on this island?
Huh?
Looks like I'm right again. You're definitely waiting for someone on this island. Is the person you're waiting for already on this island?
Hey.
Well, answer my question.
If that's the case, if that person is already on this island, woohoo, wouldn't that be exciting?
I think he's talking about Junko. 5 days left.
No, it's Junko. I want Junko. Give me my Junko.
She has such a crushing personality. She never falls flat. Ah, the Hellhound earring finally is back in my possession.
Hunky junky, hunky junky. Oh, my little hunky junky. Oh.
After being released from the funhouse, we went back to living our less than ordinary lives. Oh my god, finally. Oh, fresh air. And just like before, our day began with us all gathering at the restaurant.
Well, you know, every time we meet up here, it makes me realize just how crazy this whole situation is.
The restaurant certainly feels more spacious than before. Of course it feels spacious.
There are less than half of us here now than there were at the beginning.
Stupid fool.
Excuse me?
Oh my!
Did you hear something?
Hey!
It's Nekomaru. That was Coach Nekomaru's voice.
Huh?
What are you talking about? He's no longer...
What's up?
Did you make a Gundam robot?
I'll beat you up!
What are you laughing about? I'll beat the crap out of you if you keep grossing me out like that.
Hey, that's not cool. I was up all night working my fingers to the bone.
I am concerned.
More importantly, I am starting to get tired of the seasonings in this restaurant.
Jeez.
Everyone just ignores him.
Seriously, I'm starting to realize how valuable Teru Teru was. Don't ignore me. I'm trying to talk to you about something important.
Important.
All right.
Oh, it's adorable.
It took me all night to make it.
My!
Is that a Nekomaru doll?
Doll, I'm Mini Maru.
Mini Maru! It's adorable! What about a little Gundam, huh?
I took some parts from him to make it. What do you think? Awesome quality, right? Of course, it doesn't have free will or anything, so it's more like, you know, a toy. But isn't it freaking adorable?
Are you serious?
Oh!
Thanks.
It's so cute. Thanks, I'll keep it.
Well...
I never said anything about giving it away.
I'll beat you up!
Don't be so stuck up. Your stuff is my stuff, right?
Whoa!
Hey now, that's bully's logic.
Man.
Well, it doesn't matter. I made this to cheer you guys up anyway. And as long as we have it, we won't forget, you know, about Nekomaru's sacrifice for us.
I mean, Gundam kind of sacrificed himself, too.
We're standing here today because of him. So if we're gonna prevent something like that from ever happening again,
Engines revving.
I guess we gotta fight too, right? We can't just keep running away.
What's up, Yoon?
I gotta admit, I never thought I'd hear you say something that awesome. Yeah, of course.
In the end, Gundam told us to never give up on life.
I...
So I will never give up. I shall fight until the very end. Gundam, please watch over me.
Miss Sonia?
Miss Sonia, what do you think about my little pep talk?
Oh my!
Oh, did you say something?
Are you kidding me?
Ah!
Jeez.
Man, there's the punchline.
I really like this. Thanks, Kazuichi.
I am Mini Maru.
Man.
I'm only half as happy as to be thanked by you.
That's right.
Oh, by the way, you can also use that to massage your sore muscles and pressure points.
Excuse me, he has a vibration function?
You serious?
That's amazing.
Of course.
Yeah, made it after all.
Seriously, thanks. I'll take good care of it. Akane looks really happy. He can do it after death. Ah!
Hey,
Anyway, what happened to Nagito? I haven't seen him like I usually do.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about that guy. He goes solo all the friggin' time.
Well,
Yeah, but still, I'm a little worried about how he was acting during the class trial. Well, he's always been a dangerous bastard, but he's crossed the line, you know?
hey,
And that's even more reason we should avoid him.
But still,
But even if we do avoid him, what are you going to do if he approaches us? Nagito's sudden change was really weird. I wonder, did he figure something out that we're not aware of?
now then.
Anyway, Hajime, isn't it about time you told us what that was all about? Oh yeah, that. You know what Nagito said during the trial. I learned that Hajime is just a big frumpy dumpy. He doesn't really go to Hope's Peak. He's reserved.
Hey, bastard.
What did he mean by, except for Hajime? Are you really the traitor after all? No, it's not like that.
I didn't really want to say it, but I guess I have no choice.
To tell you the guys the truth, unlike the rest of you, well, apparently I was never part of Hope's Peak Academy primary department. I'm a Reserve Corps student from the Reserve Department.
Huh?
Reserve department.
It means, unlike you guys, I don't have an ultimate talent at all. Apparently, I'm just a normal person. Is that so? What? That's it? Dude, don't ever scare me like that.
Well, it's not something I can just brush off, especially since it's about me. I thought I just forgot. I thought I got into Hope's Peak Academy because I had talent all along.
But shit.
My whole life, I've just wanted to feel confident about myself. And I thought getting into Hope's Peak Academy meant I had finally become someone I could be proud of. Not some fucking backup student.
right?
Cheer up, Hajime. It doesn't matter if you're from the Reserve Department.
Of course.
She is right. No matter what, you are our friend. You know, there's a saying in Japan. Fear is grateful for the danger.
Hey,
The hell? You're saying it all wrong.
I'm dying! So everyone was here. It was a real close battle.
I am sorry.
I apologize. I was trying to cheer you up, but I ended up saying the wrong thing.
It doesn't matter. Stuff is just hard to say sometimes.
Yeah, that's weird. Maybe you can't see me.
Huh?
Well, what the heck? You're covered in blood. Oh, you saw me. Yeah, that's right. The mono piece this time was very strong. Ew, gross. Don't get close to me. Get out of here. No gratitude. I'm being treated like filth. Hey, why don't you clean that blood off? We're trying to eat. Oh, yeah, I'm ashamed of myself. There we go. Now then, allow me to report to you all once again. After a fierce battle that's never been seen in history, I finally succeeded in conquering the last mono piece. Because of this, it's finally possible for you to travel to the final island.
Yeah, I see.
Oh, what a thin reaction. It's like I'm surrounded by tons of shabu shabu from an all-you-can-eat restaurant. Don't tell me this again. You're gonna say stuff like it's not like we can get off this island. Why bother going to the new island?
Yeah, well, it's true that I don't really expect much. But who said we weren't gonna go? Obviously we're gonna go, dumbass.
Assuming we were thinking about running away was a mistake. Because if we can't run, we'll fight. I'll crush everyone who puts us through this crap in one blow.
Fight? Seriously, that fearsome group is called World Ender for a reason, you know.
what are you saying?
Yeah, why did you forget what you said earlier? Dumbass. I only said that because I was trying to impress Miss Sonia.
What?
Don't brag about that.
Settle down.
If you have the power to fight among yourselves... close enough. Then direct that power toward our enemy.
All right.
Now then, let us go forth. Offense is the best defense.
Damn right.
You're right. Now's not the time for us to be bickering. I don't really get it, but when Miss Sonia talks like that, my blood starts to boil. I'm getting pumped up. Let's charge our way into that new island.
Starting to get pumped up.
The future foundation, Monokuma, Monami, I'll crush them all at once. Even me? You guys seem reliable.
Hey, don't talk like you're not included. You're our friend too, you know.
You're right.
Leave it to me.
Then I gotta do my best too. Wait a second. Is Gamer Girl the quote-unquote traitor? That was very odd of her to say. As we left the restaurant, the expressions on our faces were clearly different than they were before. They were filled with strong will and determination. Armed with that, we began walking towards the last island. The clouds in my heart still lingered. I couldn't stop thinking about the reserved apartment. And that filled me with this strange, uncomfortable feeling like a small bone was lodged in my throat. But I tried not to think about it. I tried to stay focused on moving forward. Smile at hope in the name of despair. Chapter 5. With the Mono Beast gone, we crossed the 5th bridge and arrived at the final island.
So this is the last island.
Looks, great. Enormous buildings towered everywhere, as if the entire island were one gigantic city. It felt very sci-fi, as though the island was a snapshot of an urban metropolis from the near future.
I guess it has an ambiance befitting of a final island.
We'll save that for another time, though. How's my pet doing? Save that. Yeah, there we go. Make sure we're saved. Yep, we're good. Alright, my friends. Hope you enjoyed yourself. Trial number 4 is complete. The future is looking a little bleak. Hope you have yourself a great day tomorrow. Take care of yourself, stay well, and bye-bye.